songs that Wandering Whisper started off, and one Miss Mom did one, and I think maybe somebody else did one. I can't remember who it is right now. Sorry about that. But anyway, I think they're really cool. As soon as I heard that first one from Wandering Whisper, I thought that was a great idea, and I figured I would copy that. Yeah, it's really cool the way that song lyrics change when they're whispered and not, when they're taken away from the melody and just listen to the words for what they are. It's pretty interesting. So anyway, I'm going to start with one of my all-time favorite singers, called DiFranco, and she's like a folk singer and kind of my idol. I really like her. Anyway, she's got a lot of really great songs, but for some reason this is the first one that popped into my head when I thought about making this video, so here goes. It's called School Night by DiFranco. Okay. She went over to his apartment, clutching her decision, and he said, "Did you come here to tell me goodbye?" So she built a skyscraper of procrastination, and then she leaned out the 25th floor window of her reply. And she felt like an actress, just reading her lines, when she finally said, "Yes, it's really goodbye this time." And far below was the blacktop and the tiny toy cars, and it all fell so fast, and it all fell so far. And she said, "You are a miracle, but that is not all. You are also a stiff drink, and I am on call. You are a party, and I am a school night, and I'm looking for my door key, but you are my porch light. And you'll never know, dear, just how much I loved you. You'll probably think this was just my big excuse, but I stand committed to a love that came before you, and the fact that I adore you is but one of my truths. And what of the mother whose house is in flames, and both of her children are in their beds crying, and she loves them both with the whole of her heart, but she knows she can only carry one at a time. She's choking on the smoke of unthinkable choices. She's haunted by the voices of so many desires. She's bent over from the business of begging forgiveness while frantically running around putting out fires. But then what kind of scale compares the weight of two beauties, the gravity of duties, or the ground speed of joy? Tell me, what kind of gauge can quantify elation? What kind of equation could I possibly employ? And you'll never know, dear, just how much I loved you. You'll probably think this was just my big excuse, but I stand committed to a love that came before you, and the fact that I adore you is just one of my truths. So I'm going home to please the one I so love pleasing, and I don't expect he'll have much sympathy for my grieving, but I guess that this is the price that we pay for the privilege of living for even a day in a world with so many things worth believing in. Okay, so that's School Night by DiFranco. And then this is a band I've been into lately called Power Birds. Sorry, that was my ankle. Gross. Called Power Birds. And the song is called My Oldest Memory. I cracked my knuckles and I said grace and gave thanks for being 100 and still feeling amazed. Out where the waves wrestle with the dirty brine, this is a lonely place. This was a home of mine. After the struggle, I'd watch the sand settle over the quiet reef. It's my oldest memory. And I don't know whose land we're on. Is this an island that plots like a villain, or an old ghost friend we don't believe in? I don't know. I curse the weapon we stub our toes on. It's the land of make-believe, can't you see? Now in the dirt where I put my feet, and in the trunk of my body, I'm only shy here when I want to be. My sun here, you will see. It's my oldest memory. And I don't know whose land we're on. Is this an island that plots like a villain, or an old ghost friend we don't believe in? Is this an island that plots like a villain, or an old ghost friend we don't believe in? I don't know. Okay, here's the song by Bob Dylan, one of my favorites, called You're a Big Girl Now. Our conversation was short and sweet. It nearly swept me off of my feet. And I'm back in the rain, and you are on dry land. You made it there somehow. You're a big girl now. Bird on the horizon, sitting on a fence. He's singing his song for me at his own expense. And I'm just like that bird, singing just for you. I hope that you can hear me singing through these tears. Time is a jet plane, it moves too fast. Oh, but what a shame if all we've shared can't last. I can change, I swear. See what you can do. I can make it through. You can make it too. Love is so simple, to quote a phrase. You've known it all the time. I'm learning it these days. Oh, I know where I can find you. In somebody's room. It's a price I have to pay. You're a big girl all the way. A change in the weather can be extreme. But what's the sense of changing horses in midstream? I'm going out of my mind, with a pain that stops and starts, like a corkscrew to my heart, ever since we've been apart. What's that? See, some of these, I think the music and the way they're sung does add to it, but at the same time it's cool to hear just the lyrics for themselves. Okay, the last one I'm going to read is called Chelsea Hotel by Leonard Cohen. Yeah, a lot of the music I like is kind of old, like from the 60s and stuff, so sorry if it's not familiar, but I think it's pretty good writing. Okay, so Chelsea Hotel. I remember you well in the Chelsea Hotel. You were talking so brave and so sweet, giving me head on the unmade bed while the limousines wait in the street. Those were the reasons, and that was New York. We were running for the money and the flesh, and that was called love for the workers in song, probably still is for those of them left. Ah, but you got away, didn't you, babe? You just turned your back on the crowd. You got away. I never once heard you say, I need you. I don't need you. I need you. I don't need you. And all of that jiving around. I remember you well in the Chelsea Hotel. You were famous. Your heart was a legend. You told me again you preferred handsome men, but for me you would make an exception. And clenching your fist for the ones like us who are oppressed by the figures of beauty, you fixed yourself. You said, well, never mind. We are ugly, but we have the music. And then you got away, didn't you, babe? You just turned your back on the crowd. You got away. I never once heard you say, I need you. I don't need you. I need you. I don't need you. And all of that jiving around. I don't mean to suggest that I loved you the best. I can't keep track of each fallen robin. I remember you well in the Chelsea Hotel. That's all. I don't even think of you that often. Okay, perfect timing. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.